Good afternoon, sir. Uh, My name is Mandaogade, and I am going to teach biochemistry and molecular biology unit 1 topic, which is a carbohydrate. So firstly, yes, sir. So, okay. So we are going to learn unit 1 carbohydrate. So what are the carbohydrates? Carbohydrates are the major source of energy which we consume from our diet. Carbohydrates also called simple sugars and saccharides. Saccharide is a word come from Latin word which is saccharon. Carbohydrates which is used in many cell signaling pathways. In cell membrane, it is used as a glycoproteins. So first of all, we will see some characteristics about carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are soluble in nature. Carbohydrates are soluble in nature. Monosaccharides and disaccharides are the two form of carbohydrates which is soluble, but polysaccharides are not soluble in water. Then afterwards, all the carbohydrates are optically active. Optically active means it is used in when plane polarized light beam is falling on carbohydrate molecule, then it is tilt toward two ways: dextrorotatory and levorotatory. Dextrorotatory and levorotatory are the terms used for when we will see the physical structure of all the carbohydrates. Then all the carbohydrates are sweet in nature. All the carbohydrates are sweet in nature except polysaccharides are not consumable because it is made up from amylose and amylopectin. Carbohydrates are made up of main three components: carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. So we are going to learn classification of the carbohydrates. Carbohydrates chemically defined as polyhydroxyaldehydes and polyhydroxyketones. Carbohydrates are classified into main three types, which is first is a monosaccharide, which is a simple sugars. Monosaccharide is the simple sugar and form of 6 number of depend on the number of carbon atoms present in it. Then oligosaccharides. Oligo means few. Oligo means few. Or more than two sugar atoms present in it. And third one is a polysaccharide. There are long chain or long unbranched chain are present in polysaccharide, and there are a lot of examples like starch repairing molecules. Monosaccharides are further classified into two types, which depends on which type of functional group present on monosaccharide. There are we are previously learned that it is a polyhydroxyaldehyde and polyhydroxyketone. Means aldehyde group and ketonic group. From aldehyde group and ketonic group, there is a presence of monosaccharide. So monosaccharide further classified into two types. Depends on how many number of carbon atoms are present in there. So first one is a aldotriose, and when ketone group is present in carbohydrate, it is ketotriose. What is the example of aldotriose? Aldotriose example is glyceraldehyde. And the ketotriose example is dihydroxyacetone. There is a presence of three number of carbon atoms, and when we go further, carbon atoms are increases. Aldotetrose, aldopentose, and aldohexose. Same case in ketone functional group, ketotriose, ketotetrose. Ketopentose and ketohexose. So there are some examples of these monosaccharides. Here is a erythrose of aldotetrose. Erythrulose is an example of ketotetrose. Aldopentose example is ribose, and the ribulose is an example of ketopentose. And well-known sugar we all know is a glucose molecule. Glucose is a aldohexose, and in ketohexose there is an example is fructose. The most common sugar we use in our homes is sucrose, and this sucrose is made up of glucose and fructose. But there is some spatial configuration difference in glucose and fructose molecule made up of when hydrolysis of sucrose takes place. When hydrolysis of sucrose takes place, alpha D glucopyranose molecule is and beta D fructofuranose molecule is find out, and there is a glycosidic bond is present between on this both molecule, and there is some example for oligosaccharides molecule. Oligo means few, more than two sugars are present in oligosaccharides. First is a disaccharide. Next is a trisaccharide. And another one is a tetrasaccharides. Disaccharides example, well-known examples are maltose, sucrose, and lactose. Lactose is a common sugar which is found in lactic acid bacteria, which is used in dairy farm and dairy products. And polysaccharides are the two types of polysaccharides are used. First one is the homopolysaccharides, which is example is a starch, and another one is a heteropolysaccharide. Yes. First job. From Rajiv Gandhi Biotechnology Center, ITMNU department. Yes.